Good evening, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Just have a couple others joining us. 1 second, here we go. Okay, so good evening and welcome to our virtual Wayland Library event. Tonight we're excited to have Marci Zieff here to talk to us about how to manage the stress upon re-entry into school, into work, into the world as COVID hopefully gets more under control, and how to preserve any calmness that we might have found in our quarantine limited circumstances. Marci is the founder of Creating Calm LLC, which is a holistic healing and wellness practice providing meditation, Reiki, and shamanic coaching for all ages. She has studied with meditation masters in many different disciplines. In addition, she's a certified Reiki master and holds a second-degree black belt in Taekwondo. And the combination of these healing arts has had a tremendously positive impact on Marci's life, and she's excited to share them with others. So thank you so much to Marci for returning to the library. I have a couple Zoom housekeeping notes. First, as you probably heard, and here comes someone else. We are recording this session, and it will be available hopefully on Waycam. They'll broadcast it, but also on our library's YouTube page, so you'll be able to revisit. So I recommend you mute and switch your view to speaker view. You'll be able to see Marci, and she has a few slides. She's going to do a short presentation and then lead us in a couple of exercises. And if you have any questions, feel free to put them in the chat at any point, and I'll make sure we get to them when there's a pause, or Marci will pause and welcome folks to speak up if they're comfortable. As always, if you have any technical issues, feel free to send me a message in the chat. I'm Courtney, and I'll change my name in the chat. And I believe that is everything. So I will give it back to Marci.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Courtney, for inviting me. I'm really excited to be here. And thank you, everybody, for joining this evening. As Courtney said, I'm founder of Creating Calm, and I started this in 2007 after meditation and all the holistic healing arts were so powerful for me. I wanted to share it with everybody, so I'm very excited to share it with you. I do have a question. I'm wondering how many people have done meditation before. I don't know whether you can raise a hand if your video is up. And how many people have never done meditation and this is new to you? Okay. And I've heard from a lot of people that have never done meditation before or even people that have, they say, well, I can't meditate. I can't stop my mind from thinking, and it's not something that's really easy for me to do. And I'm here to kind of debunk that myth for you, that everybody can meditate. And it's just about finding the way in to meditation. And my approach is very eclectic. I do a lot of mindfulness, which is focusing on an object like breathing, which is a really common thing for all meditation practices, to movement meditation, to guided meditation, and various things to help people reach their calm. So I do have a couple of slides to show you. Let's see if I can. I might need Courtney's help here, putting the slides up. Let's see, wait a minute. I think I can do it. Can people see that? Okay. So I just kind of wanted to share with people what meditation is. It's a practice to allow the mind and the body to completely rest. And it's focusing on a particular object like the breathing, allows you to relax and calm, and actually changes your relationship with thoughts and emotions and everyday stresses. So something as simple as taking even 3 breaths can really calm the mind and the body. And it really isn't about chasing thoughts away, which is what people will often think, that meditation is about stopping thinking entirely, but it's not. We're thinking human beings, and we do think. And that's the way we're wired. So the idea is to just notice that your mind is wandering, to give it a name, and very gently bring it back to whatever it is that we're working on at the moment. Let's see if I can go to the next slide, which I'm not sure. Let's do
You
it
can
this way.
use your space bar or your arrow keys.
Oh, okay.
But
Hold
I
on.
think we just lost the share.
Let's try that again. Sorry.
Okay.
I am technically challenged.
Be kind to yourself. We all have faces here.
So just the space bar. Let's see. Okay.
Oh,
Excellent.
first, if you could share again. I think you stopped the share.
Oh, did I? Okay. Let's see. Sorry.
It's okay. It's at the
Courtney, I
bottom.
wonder if you could
Yeah, let me find them, but it's at the
take it
bottom.
over.
Let me just grab them.
Remember to breathe.
Yes. Thank you. So,
Here we go. I'll get it 1 second.
okay. So actually, the next one was just about why meditate. And are we there? Let's see. And there are so many benefits to meditation. It allows you to de-stress. It allows you to sleep better, to have better relationships, to regulate emotions. It increases your health. It can lower blood pressure. You can help with pain relief. So we can go to the next slide. We're going to actually do some meditating now, which is what my favorite part is, and hopefully yours will be too. Really, all you need to do is find a quiet spot, sit comfortably. So just sit comfortably wherever you are. We'll close our eyes and I'll guide you through a few breathing techniques and some meditation. We're going to first start with something called a sun breath, which is just breathing in and bringing your arms up over your head, palms together, and then breathing out, bringing hands to your heart. And I want to invite people to either keep their video up or turn it off. If you'd like privacy, that's totally fine. And we're going to do a couple more of those. Breathing in, bringing your arms up overhead, palms together. Breathing out, bringing hands to heart. And again, nice breath in, breathing, bringing your arms up overhead, feeling your palms come together, and breathing out, bringing hands to heart. And then allowing your hands to rest either on or beside your lap, and just shaking out just for a minute, shaking your arms, your shoulders, moving your head a little bit, just shaking it out. And then allowing your hands to rest on or beside your lap. And if you like, you can have your palms up. That's kind of a receiving mode. And if you feel like you need some grounding, you can place your hands down on your lap. So we're going to just close our eyes. Feel our feet on the floor. Notice our body in the chair and its connection to the chair beneath us. Bringing us to this moment. And we're going to take a nice breath in through our nose and then out through your mouth. And again, in through your nose and out through your mouth. And one more time, breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And our next breathing technique, this helps with calm and focus. And as you breathe in, I'm going to invite you to count to 2 in your mind. So we're breathing in, 1, 2, holding for 1, and then breathing out to a count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll continue with this cadence, breathing into 2, hold for 1, breathing out to 4 for several breaths. And one more breath like this. Inhale to a count of 2, hold for 1, exhale to a count of 4. And we're going to move on to a body scan. And that's kind of going inside, scanning from your head down to your toes, very slowly at your own pace. And just noticing what's going on for you. Noticing areas of tension, areas of ease, and just observing that without attaching anything at all to it. And if your mind wanders, it's totally normal and natural. That's what our minds do. Simply say to yourself, oh, well, and very gently, without judgment, return awareness back to your body scan. We'll do this for the next couple of moments. Remembering to breathe in and out. And we'll move on to one more breathing technique. And this is also a counting breath, but it's called square breathing, where your inhale and your exhale are equal lengths. So we're going to count to 4 each time. Count to 4 in your mind for your in-breath. and 4 on your out breath. And just noticing how that cadence feels. And allowing this breath to be the last in the square breathing series. And we're just going to take one breath in through our nose and exhale through your mouth. Feeling your feet on the surface beneath you. We're going to slowly bring ourselves back. Noticing your feet, maybe wiggling your toes, circling your ankles, stretching in any way that feels right to you. And when you're feeling ready, opening up your eyes. And coming on back. And we can stop sharing the slide for a moment. Great, thank you, Courtney. And I'd love to hear from people if you have any questions or if you what you thought or noticed about those breathing techniques and if they were helpful. You can either unmute yourself.
I always find breathing, particularly through those sort of practices, very, very relaxing. So it does just calm the mind, and it's really nice.
Wonderful. Yeah. And it really only takes just a few breaths to really make a difference. So anytime you feel that your mind or your body is racing in some way, you can just pause and just take 3 breaths even, in through your nose, out through your mouth, and just have this little reset. Are there any other?
This is Courtney. I have a quick question. I've done some body scan in other classes, but it always, to my perfectionist mind, felt like, okay, I have to be lying down. I have to start with my toes. But do you have any other little exercises for sort of trying to get back to your body without committing to a full body scan?
Yes, we can actually go over some.
That'd be great.
Definitely, we can do them. Sometimes you can just bring your awareness to your feet or to your hands and just notice a sensation there. And sometimes it's really interesting to identify the space within your hands or your feet or within your arms as a way of bringing your awareness into your body. So we can definitely do some of those. I'd be happy to experiment with them.
Yeah, that'd be great.
There's another one actually that I really love that involves closing your hands and then opening them and then kind of synchronizing your breathing with your hands and noticing whether you're breathing in as your hands are closing or breathing out when your hands are stretched out or vice versa. It's a really nice way to kind of experiment.
Thank you. Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, sure.
Does anyone else have any more questions?
All right. So why don't we try oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. Hi, this is Samim. I would like to know, so these techniques help with sleeping too, if we have trouble sleeping, like before going to bed.
Absolutely.
Okay,
All of those breathing techniques are really helpful with sleep.
okay, okay.
Um,
Got it. Thank you.
There's another one that I love to do for sleeping, and that's putting one hand on your abdomen and one hand on your heart and just
Oh,
feeling your breathing,
oh,
feeling your abdomen and your chest rise and fall, and just kind of connecting in with that
okay.
can really help to calm you before for sleeping.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. These are all really great questions and comments. Thank you. All right. We ready to try a couple more things? Excellent. So feel free to turn your videos off if you'd like. And we can, this time I'm going to use my Tibetan bowl to start us off and to bring us back. So you can just rest. And close your eyes. Allow your hands to rest on or beside your lap. And we'll begin with breathing in through your nose and out through your mouth. And again, nice breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And one more time, nice inhale. And exhale through your mouth. And we're going to just kind of begin by focusing on the right side of our bodies, from your top of your head to your toes, and invite that side of your body to relax. As you breathe in and breathe out, see what you can let go of. And then shifting your awareness to your left side of your body, from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Inviting the left side of your body to relax, seeing what you can let go of as you breathe in and breathe out. And bringing your awareness to the palms of your hands, noticing any sensation there. And begin by curling your fingers in gently and then stretching them out. And doing this as you continue to breathe. And then noticing if you're breathing in while you curl your hands in or while you stretch them out. Notice when you're exhaling what your hands are doing. What's the synchronicity between your hands and your breathing? And then inviting your hands to slow down, slow that motion down. And notice if your breathing follows. And then relaxing your hands, relaxing your fingers. Bringing your awareness again to the palms of your hands. And kind of noticing the space within your hands and your fingers, inside your hands and your fingers. Bringing your awareness there, noticing any sensation. Noticing the width of your hands or the length of your fingers. Breathing in and breathing out. Shifting that awareness to your wrists, inside your wrists. In your forearms, elbows, your upper arms and your shoulders. Just noticing that space within your arms and your hands. Breathing in and breathing out. We'll move on to a short guided meditation. And in this meditation, we're just going to use our imagination to go somewhere really peaceful and calming. So keeping your eyes closed. Imagining for a moment that you're outdoors on a beautiful day. You can feel the warm sun. You notice a bright blue sky. You can feel a gentle breeze across your face. and you decide to take a walk. And this walk takes you to a place that's really peaceful and calming to you. Take a moment to notice what your surroundings are like, what you see here, the smells that you notice, the sounds that you hear. And the feeling that you feel when you're in this peaceful, calming place. Breathing in and breathing out, allowing yourself to settle in. And if your mind wanders, oh well, simply notice it. Gently let it go, turning your awareness to your breathing and then to your peaceful place. And I invite you to find a word, a peaceful and calming word that emerges for you. And repeat that word in your mind each time you exhale. Something that you'd like to bring in, like peace or calm, quiet. And repeat that word in your mind with each exhale. And allowing your next breath to be the last in this series. And we'll gently bring ourselves back. First, noticing your feet on the floor, maybe wiggling your toes or circling your ankles. Moving your hands, stretching in a way that feels comfortable for you. And when you're feeling ready, opening up your eyes and discovering the room around you. And when you're feeling ready, coming on back. If you'd like to turn your video back on, you're welcome to. Welcome back. How did that go?
It was
Does
nice.
anybody have any questions?
Yeah, it was quite relaxing, soothing. Yeah.
Wonderful. Does anybody have any questions about the techniques that we've done, or about any other questions that have come to mind? How was the that hand movement, the hand and breathing? Did that help people get into their bodies? Nice.
Yeah, especially when you're noticing how it affects your breathing, and it kind of felt like you could almost control your breathing with your hands, like a puppet.
Yes. Yeah, it definitely makes a difference when you can just invite your breathing to slow down, or slow your hands down, and they both work in synchronicity.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good observation.
I found it helpful to massage my hand, my forearm, my upper arm. Just, I really sensed them. And plus, it just felt really good.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I will often do that in classes too, either tapping or massaging. That definitely helps you get into your body. Thank you for sharing that. So, any other thoughts, questions? All right. Um, there's someone just commented that they had taken a class with me at Roots and Wings. Well, welcome. Good to see you. So there are a couple more slides. We're probably just towards the end, if you wouldn't mind.
Sure, 1 second.
You're allowed to share it, Courtney.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of wanted to talk with people about other ways of creating calm for yourself, like joining a
Sorry.
meditation class, or we don't need the slide if it's hard to find it.
It's okay. I can do it.
Okay.
There we go.
Yes, that's the one. There are apps that help with guided meditation that you can do at home. I also have an MP3 or CD that I'd love to offer everybody that's here a discount on that if that's something that you're at all interested in. Schedule some time for yourself for breathing. Just doing some breathing exercises 5 minutes a day can really make a huge difference. And meditation is a practice, just like anything else, just like when you're learning a sport or an instrument. Practice is really helpful at helping you to get into this place of peace and calm. Another idea would be to practice gratitude. Waking up in the morning and thinking of one thing that you're feeling grateful for really kind of shifts the mindset. Practicing mindfulness, which is some of the techniques that we did are definitely mindfulness techniques like the body scan and breathing. But mindfulness can also extend to other parts of your day. being mindful while you're driving your car, really feeling the steering wheel on your hands, the foot underneath, the pedal underneath your foot, noticing the street and the lights and the cars around you, or brushing your teeth or eating or anything that you do, folding laundry, you can practice mindfulness. Find some things that work for you. Take a little break during the day, light a candle or have a cup of tea, and just allow yourself to kind of regroup and reset. Take a walk outdoors, journal, play music, dance, do gardening. I don't know if anybody else has any other ideas that are really helpful for them, that help to bring them to a place of calm. And anybody would like to share either in the chat or speaking it out loud, unmuting yourself.
I use earplugs. I have 2 little kids and can't hear myself think. Just that mutes enough of it so that I can be present in my own brain.
That is a great idea. I love that.
But I can hear them if they fall down the stairs or something like that.
Yeah. Listening to nature, birds, yeah, that's great. I love that. Listening to the rain, that's another one that I find really helpful. There are actually some apps out there that are just sounds like that, rain or birds, and they can really help you get into that meditative space. But I would really encourage people to try something 5 minutes a day and see over a week or so, whether it makes a difference. Because once you do, and once you get your mindset, you can very easily get to that place of calm, even when you're not meditating. Because meditation, like taking an 8-week meditation program, can change the gray matter in your brain.
You had mentioned when you get up in the morning about being, expressing gratitude. And someone had told me once that as you put each foot down, to say out loud or to yourself, thank you with each of the 2 feet as you put them down. And I certainly don't remember to do it every day, but I really try to do that because it, I don't know, seems like a good way to start the day.
That sounds wonderful. I love that idea. I'm going to do that.
Definitely not my idea, but I have tried to use it.
I also did this thing with my son, which was really amazing, is we would call each other every day and say 10 things that we were grateful for. I would share mine and then he would share his. And at first it was kind of hard to come up with 10. And then we did it for a couple of weeks. And by the end of, the first week, we were like rattling off all these things that we felt grateful for. And it was really nice. It was a nice connection that we had with one another. So you could even grab a gratitude buddy and practice that, or even, talking with somebody about doing that thank you thing when you wake up in the morning, or sharing thoughts of gratitude.
With the hand release that you taught us tonight, I was kind of thinking that in traffic or at a light, when I'm like angrily gripping the steering wheel, that perhaps a better thing to do would be what you just had us do, even if it's just once or twice until the light changes or whatever, obviously to drive safely while you're doing it. But that seemed like just letting go of that tension around the steering wheel would probably be a good thing.
Yes, that's a great idea. I often tell people to, whenever they see red lights in front of them, to breathe. Take that as a time to take a couple of breaths. But that's a great idea to use the hand, as a point of reference to calm. I often will tell the kids that I work with to use that in class, because nobody can see you doing it.
Right.
If you're under your desk, you can just kind of move your fingers in and out and breathe, and nobody has to know.
Yeah, you could do it at work too.
Yes, definitely. So we can probably close out the slide. Yeah, dropping your shoulders, releasing your jaw. Definitely. Yeah. Sometimes I notice when I wake up in the morning, I'm like this, and I consciously take a nice breath and lower my shoulders and just start the day like that. Yeah, taking a stretching break during the day um, is a really nice thing to do too. Um, Any other thoughts, questions? Excellent.
Are you doing other Zoom programs in the area or look,
Yes. I thank you, Courtney. Courtney just put up my website and my email. I actually teach 3 classes a week, all over Zoom, at different times during the week. I have two classes on Monday at 11 in the morning and at 6:30 at night, and then one on Thursdays at 11. But I teach all over Zoom. I also meet with people privately for meditation instruction and for Reiki and shamanism, shamanic healing sessions, and groups. Sometimes people will ask me to come in and do a group for their kids or for their family, so I do that as well.
Well, thank you so much, Marci. This has been wonderful. I don't want to cut anybody off if they have any more comments or questions. You're getting an applause from Gail, an applause symbol.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I put in the chat, we do have a couple of Marci CDs if you want to come in and borrow them and check them out before you make any purchases, or check out her website for her classes. And we hope to have her back at the library as well in the future. And I just want to say thank you again for everybody for coming and listening, and for Marci's instruction.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you
Marci.
for having me, and thank you everybody for joining. It was wonderful. I appreciate you all being here. And thank you, Courtney, for having me.
Of course, thank you. Okay,
Thank you. Bye.
everybody, have a great evening.
And if anybody has any questions, feel free to reach out over email. Happy to answer anything. All right.
Okay,
Be well, everybody.
good night.
Take good care.